So now today I want to show you guys my obsession with planners and my planners through the years, and also the planner I'm using now. I'm gonna talk about it. I don't care if you guys care about it, because I care about it and I think it's interesting. We're gonna start with this planner that is very nice. It is from a brand that I really like now, but I actually didn't know about when I used it. This is the planner. It looks very nice. It's from Lab and Camper. I don't care. It has a whole series of these kind of poster designs, illustrations, and I used it while I was in Form 3, so when I was around 14, 15, kind of emo. So, as you can tell, I do not use my planners the whole way through, but I do like to write the dates the whole way through, even though the planner is undated, and I really like to fill out the whole thing with all the events that goes on in the year, and then I just waste my entire planner, but that's what happens. This planner is the weekly layout ones. They have the to-dos on the sides, and then they have a big box for every day. I briefly used this. I don't even remember liking this very much. PK every day. Yes, I love it. So I really like to doodle in my planner a lot because that's the only thing I can do when I am at school and I don't have anything else to do. I remember using this planner while I first started a study Tumblr. Then I figured out a whole plan, and then when I got back to school, I just didn't stick to the plan because it was stupid and it took so much time. From this point on, I already used different colors to represent different kind of events, although I don't remember this color scheme. These are the keys. I don't think you care that much, but yeah. I also have the schedule of my school, of my classes, sticked to here. Stuck. Oh my god, I know English. Oh my god. And then I also have an absent count, which is definitely not accurate because I don't go to school and people hate me for it, but I don't care. This is very nostalgic to look back on. Look at this. This is a memo of someone in my class, from someone in my class, and we had this thing called the Secret Angel. So you randomly pick one person from your class and then you gift them, and then you give them gifts or snacks or little notes to get them through the day, and it's kind of sweet sometimes. But oh my god, look at this. I was made for loving you. Wow. I was young. I also use these sticky things to mark down test dates, and you can see how boring my life was. That was the joy in my life. I was like, yay, a test that I won't attend, but I will mark it down with my roller sticker thing for no reason. So that's one planner. I don't particularly like this planner, but it was in the style of Korean planners, and at the time I really wanted to be the Korean bullet journal person, so I liked it. But this cover is so bulky that I didn't like bringing it to school, so I gave up on it very early on, as I give up on everything as the school year progresses. And so the next planner I used during Form 4, which is 15 years old to 16 years old. This is the planner from Frenner. You can still get this planner from her shop, I think. She has a new brand now and it's amazing. This is a little bit bigger, if I'm not mistaken, than the past one, and I don't know why I got this knowing it's bigger, because I already thought this was bulky, and I don't know why I got something even bulkier. This is kind of thinner, so that's my excuse, I guess. This was very cute, which I thought was a good thing and a bad thing at once, because it was so cute that it didn't give me a feeling of going to school. Like, I didn't feel like I could be productive with this planner because I was so busy admiring it. So that's why I didn't use it for long either. It's fine because I bought this to support Frenner and to collect this. I'm gonna flip through this and I'm gonna let you admire my busy schedule and schedules I didn't attend, because I don't really care about school except for what I could use planners, apparently. So let's see. I sticked little sticky notes on the whole freaking page, because if you take out your whole journal to doodle during class, it's so noticeable, but when you doodle on your little sticky papers, it's not as noticeable. And then I also made use of this list on the side here to keep track of the hours I studied. For some reason, I would never do that if I were at school now. That's so depressing. Look at the zeros. Look at the zeros. It's so sad. And I still used the exam thing, and I sometimes marked the competitions I had with bigger fonts. Wow, look at this week. 13 hours. Now all my secondary school classmates be like,
15 hours is nothing.
and I didn't quite enjoy this layout because it was vertical. So if I had something like this, which is very long, I'd have to split it, and it's kind of hard to distinguish between different tasks, except if I marked it down with color like this. But I don't like it. It's a little hard to distinguish between to-dos and events. And then these are the exams to remind myself. All the exams. I hate exams. Actually, I love exams. I love going to exams. I enjoy it because it's the only time you can actually make use of your time. Like, okay, why is this kind of good though? Like, this is so like cintiq. What is cintiq? Organized, structured. Look at how heartbroken I was during this time. A good time, I would say. And then I have some random things written in here. This is the lyrics for one of my competitions at school. Then I have big old cock. Oh my god, I have all these inside jokes of when we were in class. This is China's proud of you. China's proud of you. This was so funny back in the day. Like, what is this? Oh, this is a morning prayer. We used to take turns doing morning prayers for the whole class. And then this is the exam syllabus. And I have my marks here. Let's go through my marks if you want to see. It's not gonna mean anything to you. It doesn't mean anything to me. And I have my different schedules for the school. So that's it for this planner. I don't regret buying this, even though I didn't really use it, because it's so cute and I could just use it as a memento. Look at this, it's so nice. It's so cute. It's so cute. So on to the next one. I have this one. Okay, so let me show you something. I used to have these stickers, no, these photos put inside my cover, because this is just a plastic cover. And I used to have all kinds of Polaroid, but and then I have an excerpt of a song we sang in choir that I really liked. So this is where I really got into Muji. I'm a Muji girl. I love Muji. I remember more than half of our class using Muji planners. Fact check. Yes. Fact equals checked. Okay, so in these monthly pages, I just wrote down everything. Oh my god. And this, what a coincidence that I decided to go through the monthly pages in this planner, because I wrote down every day, every subject that I was gonna study for that day. But I'm pretty sure I didn't.
That's not something we have to pay attention to.
I was really, really satisfied with how I used this planner. Look at this. Look at the whole spread. Isn't this the most like satisfying thing ever? I kind of regret not starting a study account, IG account when I use this planner, because this is so pretty. I wrote a quote on top of the weekly layout every week. Then I also used these colors to categorize the tasks or events. And then I used this blank page to track to-dos so that I don't have to spend time distinguishing between events and to-dos like I had to in the Franert one. This is so pretty. I still tracked my usage of the Forest app, even though a lot of the days are 0. No offense. And then on days that I just didn't do anything or didn't go to school, I just wrote quotes. So this is when we had, I still had choir competitions. So I would count down. It was a big deal. It's still a big deal. Look how big it is on the page. I reminded myself to wash the PE uniform because it's so stinky. So fun fact, Hong Kong rains a lot. So what happens is our shoes will get soaked with water because we're not allowed to wear sports shoes to school. And when you're in the higher form, you're only allowed to wear high heels. So, but our school is located on a hill. So what happens is your shoes get flooded with water and then your socks are all wet. So then everyone who went back to the classroom will take off their socks and hang them on the windows. And the way I wrote down each event is actually kind of cute. Like I would write them in full sentences. So this says, Gao said last day, save your CA. Oh, by this time I've already opened my art account. And then I started going crazy studying for different subjects, and I actually have to-dos for each poem and each piece of text for English literature. And I really liked this for school because it has a lot of space for you to write different events and different to-dos. Let me flip out the prettiest day. So the first day is the prettiest. So as you can see, I wrote all the tracked all the time I study on the right side, and then I tracked all the events on the left side, and then I categorized them with markers. And then for the to-dos, it was just enough space for me to track. And then I also had this extra space to put other stuff or write down extra notes for homework. So this is a very effective, productive, efficient planner. The only thing is that it's too big. Maybe it's so big and kind of heavy if you want to study outside. Oh, I also put my timetable on here so I could just look at it. So these two are both from my last year of high school, 17 to 18. This sticker is from Re-Artwork. This is from Glossier. This is, I don't know what it is. This is from Glossier. This is from Franert, maybe. This also. This is kind of the same thing as the previous one, but just a smaller version, and I didn't do the to-dos because I just crossed the thing out if I finished it. So if I needed to study for a test, I would write it down, and then if I finished it, I would just cross it out. I don't care. So this is a lot more messy than the previous one, but I just don't care. And then this, I tried to make it so I would still doodle in here. It's still a joy in my life, and I would still do some kind of decorations, but you can definitely see how it's a lot more minimal in the sense that I don't decorate as much, but there's definitely more content. Look, I donated blood. This is so cute. Oh my god,我嘅英文 SBA 勁低分，22分。
over 24。
哦，
我記得。
我記得你係23。
23。
I was like,
咗就
I was like,
唔使做啦。
但有人24。I just didn't really care at this point. Like, look at this. So I was so emo. Look at all the quotes. I'm gonna. 我最大的遺憾是你的遺憾又有關。Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. Okay, so this is a shaming session for my best friend. She wrote all these paragraphs for all her friends, and for me, she just wrote Merry Christmas and a freaking ugly tree. And
I couldn't draw.
A freaking ugly snowman. Like, look at this. It's a piece of paper. It's not even a card. I didn't even write down the month for this, so I don't know what month it was that I used this. So I really like how compact it is. It fits a lot of information. Maybe that's the way I use it, but it fits a lot, and then the note page is just a blessing to when I need to take notes. And then I really like how my handwriting looks when I use this. For some reason, it has some voodoo in here that makes my handwriting kind of good. Like, I'm trying to brag, but it's kind of good. This is this, and I like this the most out of all the planners I've used before for school. So then I truly gave up on everything and then had to focus on the public exam during my study leave. So basically we didn't have to go to school at all. We didn't have class at all, and we just studied. But in this planner, we still used, in this planner, I still use it for school for a while. As you can see here, I didn't use color at all. Like, compared to this, look at this. Look how colorful and lively this is. And look at this. This is just freaking black and white with occasional highlighters. One highlighter. During this thing, I really gave up on everything. Like, I crossed out anything that I did. I didn't cross out anything that was an event that I couldn't cross out, and then I just wrote down when I need to do something, and I didn't even bother to write a lot of notes. And then I just wrote down everything. Like, this is when second term started and we had to do the mock exam. Look at all this. Look at all these. Look at all. And then I wrote this, roasting the school English paper 3. I was so angry. Like, look at the amount of smiley faces. You can tell how angry I was. Eng paper 3完全係 rap 嘅程度，隻手過咗 history 同埋英文已經全 Q 咗。不過唔緊要，聽日都唔會有嘢寫。好好笑，林貓唔知個天係咪係玩我定幫我？So the day after English paper 3 is math, and I really suck at math. So I was saying that the English exam killed my hand, and I wouldn't even have anything to write during the math exam. But oh wait, I wouldn't have anything to write at math exams to begin with. During the Chinese New Year holiday, I had this whole to-do that I don't even know if I did any of that because I didn't cross any of them out. We also had to plan our graduation trip, which we didn't do. These are the official DSE dates. 係望住呢個都好sad. That's like, I just remembered. Like, look at my planner. It's black. It matches my soul when I took the exam. So then I didn't even use it because after the exam there's just nothing left to do. So the reason I chose to use this is because I don't have the time to set up the dates, and in this one we have to write down the dates for each one because it is an open planner. Okay, so fast forward to now. I'm using Jibun Techo. I'm gonna show you, but wait, this cover is made especially for this planner, so it fits perfectly and I don't have to cut it. This is how I use it. I'm gonna show you. Finally a review. So you can see I track my sleeping hours. You can see I slept for 12 hours for a lot of days. That's because I was on my period and I had really bad stomach ache. So I had to stay on my bed for a longer time. That's the tea. And I still used the colors to track where I am, but I switched the use of pink and yellow. I used the yellow for when I'm outside. And I also used black for personal stuff and red for work stuff. So it's easier to see what's happening and what's not happening. So this is last week and this is this week. You can actually get a lot of information on here. You have the mood trackers here. I also use this space to track my meals, even though I didn't write anything. That's because I only ate one meal for each of the day because I stayed on my bed for most of the days. Except for when I had to film a video and I went to the studio. That's the sacrifice I make. So, yeah. Also had some weekly to-dos. I actually really appreciate this space because a lot of things happen. I predict will happen within the next week, but I don't know the exact date, so I will write them on here so I don't have to write them on the wrong day, and it's just a whole pool of regret. I write my horoscope quotes on here sometimes, and I write everything that happens, and I write anything that happened in a specific time period with this arrow thing, and I decorate it sometimes. Oh my god. With stickers. I already decorated the sticker part of this week. And then this week is blue theme, this week is yellow theme. Haha, kind of proud of it. What I love about this is because is obviously the timeline function, because in the past I couldn't do timelines because they're not designed for timelines. So now I have to control my time. Instead of having a strict timetable, I have to track my time better, so I don't sleep all day, even though I kind of do. They also have these kind of list page, so you can keep track of things. I have my YouTube tracker on here, which we're actually growing so fast. Like, it's kind of mind-blowing. So I also have some planning stuff on here. I plan my posts on here. I answer some of you guys' questions, and then I organize them. And they also have a yearly review page, monthly review page, which you write at the end of every month. And then you just look back when the year or month is finished, and you just like, nostalgia. My friend who is filming this video went to get a Moleskine, and then I was like, wow, an opportunity to spend money. I love it. I love buying stuff I don't need. So then I bought a Moleskine. So what I use this for is, I made it up after I bought this, because I was like, I cannot waste this, because I have too many of this notebook that I bought on a whim. I use this as a daily planner. This is the first day I've used this. I'm gonna be honest. This is the first day I've used this. I use this to write down everything, every single thing I need to do to encourage me to do, because I have been procrastinating. So I also plan out the March page, because I was kind of feeling like a bujo girl. A bujo girl, even though this is kind of small for a bujo, and I already have a planner, so I don't have to write a lot of information on here. These two are my current stuff, and then this concludes my current journey of my planners. So that's the summary of all the planners I've used. So if you want me to do a video of the difference between using a planner as a student and as a freelance person, artist, I can definitely talk on that, because I'm very passionate about these kind of things. I love productivity. Even though I did not go to school, I was still productive, okay? Like, I tried. So yeah, if you want me to talk about that and developing your own system, like, I love developing systems. Yeah, I would love to talk about that, because it's something I am very passionate about. And I'm sorry this video is super long and I talk for a long time and my throat hurts now, so you better appreciate this. Haha, just kidding. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.
So this time I didn't forget to do an outro, but I forgot to tell you guys to like and comment and subscribe. So like and comment if you like the video, and subscribe if you want more. And you can also leave me some suggestions if you want to see some specific kind of videos, and I will try to do them. So thanks for watching.